Welcome back to another McBeardy video. McBeardy here to the second SpellForce Conquest of EO. And last video we started up and kind of got a little bit into everything, didn't explore all the resources, and didn't really get too much into a lot of kind of the more strategy, or really more into kind of like the extra tactical stuff. Just really kind of started out, and so far I've really been enjoying SpellForce. I think that there's a good possibility that this doesn't have really too many legs to go really far in terms of a long period of replayability, or the campaign itself I don't think is going to be crazy long, but I think it's going to be a fun, I think probably around 20 hours. So we've got our singular squadron that we have right now, that we just finished making the last two dudes out of it here. We need to meld with the Allfire at some point, and so it looks like we can do that. I do want to go up into this little area as we kind of expand our circle of influence, if you will. That's going to give us 5 gold a turn, which I think is going to be really useful. We already have this place cleared out, and that's going to give us some extra hunters and wolves that we can hire, and I think that will probably be a pretty good deal. What is this down here? Battle enchantment. Is this something that I can do later on? Does this give me like an additional spell that I can cast, or is it just when it's in my territory? Did I get this? I don't know. Every round, snipers will hit 3 attacking units, dealing 15 physical damage. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But we're going to head over here. We're going to get some fight on. Alright, so these guys are level 3, tier 2, level 3 soldiers. So they're going to be pretty difficult to deal with. And then some little magic wisps. But overall, 227 versus 145. We should be okay. Oh, we should get a heroic victory. So, here we go. Oh, enchantments are when you fight on the spot itself. So the enchantment is that all units except mortal units are affected by the Bane of Unnatural until the end of the battle. These are all mortal units. This is an immortal unit. It's a fantastic unit. So it'll get minus some willpower, minus some damage. But these I think are fantastic too. Yeah, these are fantastic as well. So they also are going to get this debuff, it looks like. But not the soldiers. And they're the tougher ones to deal with anyway. So it looks like they're heading forward. Let's see. Okay, so they're going to get shuttled into this little area right here. We're going to come up right here probably, so I can attack both ways there. These guys are going to head up right over here because this is barrier. Oh, but if they're there, they can probably attack me there. So let's have these guys head up right here. One of the interesting things is that each time you move, it takes up one of your movement abilities. You have 2 times that the move can be used each turn, and each one takes an action slot. And even if you move a hex in your move slot, it takes up one of those actions, and it takes up one of your move actions. So even though, you know, these guys can move like 5 times in a turn, even though they can go 5 spots, each move that they do takes up one of those actions. And then as we'll see kind of in the next little turn here, this blue outer reach, that shows one of the, if they move here, that will move an action slot. If they move here, that will take up another move action. Looks like they're not moving. I'm going to give it another turn, see what they do. Okay, we're playing chicken. I don't want to play chicken. So let's see here. These guys, if they move out past this, they're going to spend an action, 2 actions moving. So if we go right here and right here, they'll be forced to, they'll only be able to attack once, essentially. And the same with if we go up here. Now you will see, I didn't go over this too much last time because we were trying to just get in and play a little, but you see the yellow eye that kind of appears and disappears. That means that they're able to be attacked, but you're going to have some sort of penalty. So we're going to move up here because this should be just one action. There we go, yeah. So we have that range penalty minus 50%, but we still have 2 actions out of it. So that's going to be good. So we still get 2 actions out of it. And they now have the burning, which is important because then it deals 10% of their maximum health. It reduces their willpower, which is pretty nice. And they're not ethereal, so that actually will be really helpful. Oh, but now we've got ourselves in kind of a pickle here because you can't move past your own units. Okay. Well, we're here now. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go around this way. We should be able to move on up. And we'll see kind of exactly where they go in our distance. Okay, so they went to the close side here, so that'll be nice for these guys. They're able to ranged attack, but they're still getting that minus ranged amount there. So these guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit them. Oh, they're going to absolutely crush it. They're going to do very well. Part of that is due to their extra glyph that they get that extra 6 damage with. So I think that these guys can attack here. They're not going to attack back. That will be the end of their turn. But I think that we can probably heal. Give them the healing spores. And that will help. Or maybe we just attack. I think we move up here. This ends our turn if we do this. See, it applies only mortal units, applies Berserk Shrooms, and ends the unit's turn. So if we attack, or if we do the healing spores, then we're done. Doesn't matter what we do. We're gonna have a turn ended. So, oh man, what a loud dying sound. You probably couldn't hear that too much on the video, but man, the gasping death was quite exaggerated. So I think these guys are going to move forward. These guys I don't think deal as much. Yeah, they don't deal quite as much damage in melee, but it's really about the same. So we're going to move on up here, and we're going to give them the old wacky whack. Same here. We're going to move on up here. That's going to take both of our movements, and because we counterattacked, if you may remember, they used up our other action to counterattack, so we only had the 2 actions to move up here because we went past the blue and we went up to the yellow. So we'll go and end a turn here. So they're backing up. Attack of opportunities take place. It does use an action, but when people move out of the distance there, or out of melee distance, they take an attack of opportunity. If we move up here, we have half yellow eye, so that means that we're going to have some sort of range debuff, but we're going to have 2 attacks if we move up here, If we move up here, we're only going to have 1 attack, and I think that will be more worthwhile to have 2 attacks than to have just the 1 attack. So if we move up here, then we might do like 6 to 8. So per attack versus the 4 each time, or I guess the 2 each time. That wasn't very clear. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll move up. This is 1 action, so I'm probably actually just going to move these guys all the way up. And I'm probably going to use Healing Spores. Now, for magic stuff like this, they use a certain amount of focus. So, Healing Spores ability, 3 focus, 1 action. There's a certain amount of focus that each unit has. And I believe it comes back at the end of every battle. I'm not 100% positive. Can't honestly remember. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to Healing Spores these guys, I think. Right-click to do this stuff. Left-click to cancel. Right-click to do the thing. I hate it. So, okay, so these guys, if they move up here, they will be able to attack twice still. These guys can move all the way up here. So we're going to do it also because they have a little, like, red thing down. Is that broken armor? Yeah, I guess that's the broken armor. So we're going to move up here because they have... they're going to be able to do a little bit more damage, it looks like. Well, not a little bit more damage, but they're actually going to be able to attack if they go up there. And that's what we want to do. We want to be able to attack. Oh, and they didn't have enough actions in order to attack back, which is interesting. So, which was really nice, because then we didn't suffer any counterattacks. Victory! Zarak and Nor, renegade guardians, revered by the dark races. I do like that we can be... It looks like we can have, like, any of our races as a part of our group. I, of course, want mostly dwarves, because dwarves are awesome. So we've got to level up. Daily regeneration is good, of course, but that armor is going to be even better, I think. Right-click in order to do that. We're going to level up. Regeneration, willpower. I think that willpower is going to be better. Daily regen is nice, but I have ways to kind of heal people up, and I don't mind waiting a little bit in order to make sure that they're kind of healed up enough. I gain +2 with an undiscovered faction. That I don't know what that is going to actually do for us. So we get some copper from the mine, which is pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and go over. These wolves will probably fight us, but we'll be able to come over and claim this treasure stash here. So I don't know if the Conclave, is another faction, like another actual faction, or if they're just like a little, I don't know, like a little NPC thing, like, you know, the stuff that we defeated over, you know, here and over here and wherever else. So I guess we'll see on another turn. These guys aren't really damaged too much, but we'll go ahead and we'll give them the old heal. Alright, we got our workshop constructed. I forgot what our workshop does. Let's see. Okay, yeah, 3 gold a day, and it gives us another crafting slot, which is pretty cool. We could do another workshop that gives us more gold per day. I don't know that we need that. Let's do the research place. I had forgotten that we had another thing that we could do that with and get that study going. In order to get another tier, we've got to get more of another thing, another resource. It has to, I think it has to do with the Allfire. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% positive, but I think that it does. Yeah, it looks like these guys healed up pretty well to full. Got 10 gold. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight some wolves. Let's go ahead and go on up here to the Conclave here. I should be crushing them. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not convinced of my own prowess. I dislike that, you know, you just start in immediately and you just start in zoomed into what they're doing. It'd be nice to have like a little bit of an overview of like the battle and be able to kind of like rearrange my units. I attacked them, so it would be nice to be able to arrange my units before. I mean, this is a fine formation to start out with, but it seems kind of silly that why would it estimate that I would be attacking. Maybe I can't attack them in the forest with my fireball for some reason. But anyway, it'd be nice to be able to set up my group before them. Yeah, they can attack. I wonder if this rock is blocking them. But see, that's what I'm talking about. It's kind of annoying that there's no way to tell. And I've looked around in the settings. There's nothing in the settings to show like what each of these terrain pieces do. Like this barricade, great, I can see some of this stuff. And it's got this destructible, grants immunity to all status effects, yada yada. But like trees, nothing, you know? That's frustrating. I think that I want to go here maybe, or do I want to just back up and let them come to me? I wonder if that's the way to go here. It'd be nice if I could have them attack just a certain amount and then back up, because I really want these guys to back up just one and be able to attack. But this is doing so little damage. It's 6 damage total. It's 2 per attack. And I'm doing 3 attacks. And it's just so little. I think that we're going to go ahead and we're going to back up. And we're going to back up and just let them come towards me. They can both go there and attack these guys, which I definitely don't want to have happen. So we're going to back up 1 here. And, oh, they can. Then there 2. Oh, man. It just keeps going further. Like, this is just... It's just crazy. The more that I move guys that really shouldn't have been blocking this distance keeps going further. That's weird. Alright, well, that's kind of where we want stuff. Go ahead and let them guard. They're each going to move 2, have 1 attack apiece. And so 9 damage, 15 damage back, which is pretty good. Should be doing a bunch of damage each time, and these guys should be able to finish them off. Same here. Oh, and they might be flanking. Oh, they just do extra damage against dust beasties. They're immune to burning, which kind of stinks, but it'll be just Jim Dandyfine. They should absolutely be able to decimate these guys. Took a little bit of damage, which is fine. And then absolutely decimate these guys. It's weird that when they're down to like 1 or 2 health, they just auto-die. Which is interesting, because then it's like, why have that amount of max health if you're just going to auto-die with 1 or 2 health points at the end? You could have, if you auto-die at 1 or 2 health points and you have 55 total hit points, you could just have 53 or 54 hit points, and it would be the exact same. So that's kind of strange as well. But these are kind of like small little things. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go over here and mine this out. Oh, it'll take 4 turns to mine it out. Okay, well. Alright. Let's go ahead and gather up some shaman, some berserk, some brawlers here. We don't need to get any more glyphs right now, I don't think. We're fine with the glyphs that we have. I think that's it for our turns. Our turn here. All faction promotions. All of your units have... Oh man, words are hard. Faction promotions. All of our units have a moral map, and cities and shops have no inventory. Looks like this is the weekly thing. So a lot of these kind of like tactical things, like here's a Might and Magic, Age of Wonders, they have like a week basis. And so here's a Might and Magic especially have a week basis where certain things happen each week. It looks like this one does too. I need more gods! Okay, so I need to go here for sure to get these. Looks like we expanded out this way, but not up this way, so I'm not getting this extra gold here. Or we didn't. I guess we didn't expand out this way. We expanded. Did we expand out this way, or is this new? Can't recall. So we can summon a wisp here. Let's go ahead and we'll do this. We are doing an extra mana for upkeep here. But instant heal, which is nice. I wonder if this grants you that rare sense temporarily, revealing any untapped gold nearby. I can't remember exactly what this does. Let's go ahead and research this. I like the instant heal a whole lot, but it's 80 research points, and I'm only getting 5 a turn. So we'll wait for that right now, because this is still a bunch of turns to get that. We're waiting on them to give us some ore in 3 turns, so we probably don't have very much to do for the next few turns. Got more brawlers. Let's do another unit of brawlers, and then after that we'll do some archers. Yeah, we'll force end turn. There's nothing for them to do. There's no way they're coming over and defeating 2 people. We're gonna go ahead and a guy comes in and he says, blah blah blah. I don't have time. Don't tell me everything. We're gonna get some dwarf people, which is fantastic. I'm gonna act like I'm really nice. If I go up this way, these guys are really good. This guy is a tier 2 horned beast. He's got a bunch of armor. He's got a bunch of elemental resistance. He hits like a truck, and he's got a billion health. He has 135 health. And he's backed up by some lesser fire golems, which have a pretty good ranged attack. These guys, if you want to select a certain unit to split out, you click the little movement button below. So we're going to move these guys out. We are looking probably for a goblin shaman to come in and fill the role, another role in here. We've got 2 melee people, and we've got a pretty good... Oh, well, they've got first aid here, so we actually probably don't need the goblin shamans. We probably want just another straight up ranged unit. So when these guys come out, we'll grab 2 archers. So one for this group that we're making here, and then one for this group. They're done in 1 turn. We can summon some wisps. Let's summon them right here. Let's see what the wisps do. Oh, that's right. right click. Ugh. I hate that right click is to do the thing. I hate it. When exposed to cast require constant mana upkeep. You can see the list of those in the active spells tab in the top right corner. Somewhere up there. You can also abort spells if they aren't useful anymore and want to save their costs. So you can straight up kill these guys because you want to. They're fantastic again, so they don't gain experience. Fine. They've got extra physical resistance and elemental resistance, which is awesome. Looks like they do a pretty decent ranged attack. That's light damage. Oh, no. Ah! That's not... I hate right click, man. Right click in every other game is canceled. Okay, I don't know about every other game. Many other games. Yeah, they do white resistance. So I didn't want to move them over there because they do white damage. I don't think that there's an autosave feature. There is. We're going to go ahead and we're going to load. I really did not want to move them over. It's very frustrating that that just happens. Because of the way that they've oriented their stupid clicks. Okay. These guys, going to move right over. We're going to have these wisps go into this unit. See, once again, I left click in order to select where I wanted them to go, and left click canceled it. Ah, man. But you can't, even if I wanted to switch the controls, I don't know that I could, even if I wanted to switch them completely, you can't select stuff with right click. So if I wanted to select this unit, I'd had to left click. It is very silly. Building a lodge is kind of important. It lets your apprentice build their lodge, but spreads your domain. I want to probably build my lodge somewhere over here. But we'll wait for the archers to come out, because that's what we'll need in order to defeat these guys. I think. I don't know about need. It's what I want to have in order to help defeat these guys. I'm actually going to start up the corrode, because I think that any help that I have that I can get to defeat those guys, I'll want, because those one guys are just crazy good. Past that, we're going to go ahead and end the turn there. So they're coming over. We've got... I wonder, did the XP just go to the units? We got some copper ore. I wonder if the XP just went to the units. I don't know what their XP was at before, so hard to tell. They're going to continue on exploring over this way. If there's an ingredient stash over there, we're going to move on up here to this conclave deal. And, ooh, there's some dwarves. So I might read this a little bit, just to kind of see what's going on. Someone ought to teach them a lesson. The granite dwarves took these, looks like dwarves. Where did you encounter them? We're sorted out. We gotta go kill those dwarves. And this hamlet is going to grant us faster and additional unit hiring when inside our domain. And it would give us an extra gold per turn. An Academy of Warding, one of the rare arcane academies in Fiara. An apprentice can be hired here. Oh, let's check that out. I have no idea about hiring apprentices. So, the magic that lives here within every being of is channeled into the minds of those mages here. Choose your apprentice wisely, for there are not that many that can be taught its ways. So, we can do a warden and protector, or an earthmaster and a warden. And it's just, you've filled all your apprentice slots already, and you get in the hire one apprentice here. So since I've filled all my apprentice slots, I can't hire another one. I don't know what earthmasters really do, though. They provide rock-solid defenses for themselves and allies through shaping the ground around them. Gives +2 armor in general, and it gives us the ability to summon a barrier. This one has a bulwark in the middle of their front line. Allies look up and rally around a protector. It gives 50 health and an additional shield slot. I like that idea. Can't hire him, but I really like that idea of having a beefy frontline apprentice. So in the future, when I gain another apprentice slot, we'll come up here. See how that is. So these guys, looks like we have a shaman here. The shaman, I think, does, yep, some white damage, some white magic. Yep, yes, we are fully there. So they do 15 damage, these guys, and these guys do 16 damage, but they also heal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep these guys as a part of this group in order to deal some damage. We're going to hire 2 goblins, and we're going to start equipping up some of these guys with some glyphs, but we're going to do that next time. As it stands now, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and if you're liking this, then there's lots more videos. I'm planning on playing through the entire game, at least one campaign. Planning on playing through the entire thing, so we've got a whole playlist going on for your viewing enjoyment. And past that, I hope all of you stay beardy out there.